I did not come looking for Sensei Miyagi. I came looking for you.
Congrats on this film. It was such a joy to watch in a theater. Of course, it's been quite some time since I've experienced Karate Kid on the big screen because obviously Cobra Kai has been going crazy the past couple of years. I want to start by asking a question along those lines. You know, you've had a lot of Karate Kid lore to play with going into this project. Cobra Kai, obviously Jackie Chan's Mr. Han was introduced in the 2010 Karate Kid movie. Not everything is canon going into this. Could you kind of lay the groundwork for our audience of what is canon, what isn't canon, and where you kind of divided the line of what you wanted to make part of this film's history?
Well, I think the original movie is always canon, right? So that's kind of where everything stems from. And I think something that was really important for me was that in the way that Cobra Kai was a new chapter of the original movies, this is a new chapter, especially now Cobra Kai has come to an end. This is the next chapter in the overall story. So it's all canon to the Karate Kid franchise.
Including the 2010 movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is new information to me because I was under the impression that Jackie Chan's character's history kind of begins in this movie. That's not true.
No, it's the same character as the 2010 movie.
Okay, good to know. On that note, too, it seems like Karate Kid Legends is almost introducing the franchise to a new audience of fans. But also, like I said, it's a love letter to people who have followed this franchise for years. So where did you strike that balance of making sure that this was digestible for people who have never seen a Karate Kid movie before, while also being something that diehard fans can watch and pick up on those little references?
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one thing is to be able to take a piece of IP like this and make it something that the general audience can enjoy physically in the seats in the theater. I think that's number one for any movie. Then I think you can really start to enjoy the little threads, the threads from the original movies, and then some of the little threads that we were allowed to play with from Cobra Kai. And so I think that then set up this really amazing opportunity, especially when we knew that Mr. Han and Jackie specifically was involved in the movie. That then changed the approach. That then changed the fact that because it's lived for so long on television, it gave us the opportunity then to like say, okay, well, what can we do with the fights that can level this back to theatrical? And it can do, you know, theatrical does very many different things than that you can do in television. There's depth, there's long scale storylines. Theatrically, it's about the feeling, the heart, and the experience. And I think that was very much the approach for our hour and a half movie, to feel like you sit in the thing, you go, whoa, 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 the fights, this kid's cute, whoa, 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 we're on the roof, and then whoo, we're done. And I feel that like for a traditional Karate Kid audience, a 90-minute movie is perfect. For a television audience, it's a very different experience. So for me, it's like I'm very excited that we're elevating what had lived on television into something theatrical.
Big time. Couldn't have said it better myself. The pacing in this movie absolutely rocks. I'll wrap with this one, Jonathan. You got to reteam with your DP, Justin Brown, on this film. You guys have worked together for, I think, like 15 years. And his role, I think, was so crucial in making this film work because New York City is a character in and of itself. And I was reading that you wanted to capture the movie version of New York, you know, the fantastical version as opposed to the real gritty, smelly version that I myself live in. Can you talk to me about you and Justin's relationship when it came to developing New York as a palette for this film?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Justin and I have worked together for so many years. We've done everything that I've ever done together. And we have a really great approach to these types of things. And I think that for me, I wanted, you know, this New York to feel like the cozy comic book New York, where, you know, Queens is 30 seconds scooter ride from Central Park. You know, that like kind of an X-Men world, a Spider-Man world of how New York feels. It's actually something that's done quite a lot in animated shows, in anime, where it's just like, where do we need to go? The hospitals, by the school, by the thing. And I actually think it gives a real feeling of a type of New York that you only ever see in stories. We were never bothered about the true locations. This has got to be there because from this view, looking west, we would see this. So for us, it was really all about a feel of New York that felt movie-like, cinematic, and something you'd expect to see in the theater.
Considering it took me an hour to get from Brooklyn to Manhattan today, I wish I could live in Karate Kid, New York. It's much easier for me. Jonathan, though, in all seriousness, this film rocks. This was such like pulse pounding adrenaline. I loved it. And I'm excited to see it again with a crowd. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
2 branches, 1 tree.